Have you ever wondered where we, as a species, originated from? Our story begins with the dawn of mankind, a time so remote it's almost beyond imagination. Picture this: about 6 million years ago, the first hominins, our earliest human-like ancestors, appeared in the vast expanses of Africa. These beings weren't the modern humans we are today, they were more akin to apes, yet they were on a path, a journey that would lead to us. Over millions of years, through a process of natural selection, these early hominins evolved. They stood upright, their brains grew in size and complexity, and gradually they began to resemble us, the Homo sapiens. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It was a slow, often arduous process, but it was a journey of progress, of evolution. These early humans were not content with merely surviving. They strived, they innovated. They fashioned the first tools from stone, a significant milestone in our evolutionary journey. These tools were primitive, but they symbolized something profound: the capacity to manipulate the environment, to assert control over their world. Language, too, emerged during this time. It was more than just a means of communication. It was a tool for survival, allowing these early humans to cooperate, to share knowledge, to build communities. With language came the first stories, the first myths, the first religions. Art, too, began to flourish as our ancestors sought to express their understanding of the world around them. And so our ancestors migrated out of Africa, driven by a combination of curiosity, necessity, and perhaps destiny. They ventured into new territories, braved different climates, encountered diverse flora and fauna, and gradually they populated most of the earth. This prehistoric era was a time of tremendous change and progress. It was a time when we, as a species, began to truly assert ourselves, to mold the world in our image. It was a time of evolution, of innovation, of exploration. It was a time of beginnings. Thus, the prehistoric era set the stage for the evolution and development of human civilization. With the advent of writing, a new era of human history was ushered in. This was no ordinary step, it was a leap into a world where knowledge could be stored, shared, and built upon. The birth of writing marked the start of the historical period, a time when our ancestors began to leave their mark, not just on the earth, but on the annals of time. This was a time of incredible innovation and growth, a time when the first civilizations began to take shape. In the Fertile Crescent of Mesopotamia, Sumerians were carving cuneiform into clay tablets, creating one of the world's first written languages. Meanwhile, in Egypt, hieroglyphs adorned the walls of the majestic pyramids, telling tales of pharaohs and gods. In ancient China, the intricate characters of the oracle bone script were used for divination, while in India, the Brahmi script gave birth to many of the subcontinent's languages. And let's not forget Greece, where philosophers like Plato and Aristotle used the written word to explore the deepest questions of life and existence. But it wasn't just about writing. This was a period of law and politics, of trade and commerce. It was a time when science and philosophy began to flourish, when art became a vessel for human expression. It was a time of empires that rose and fell, leaving behind architectural wonders and invaluable cultural heritage. Religion, too, began to spread its wings during this time. Hinduism and Buddhism in India, Judaism in the Middle East, Christianity in the Roman Empire, and later Islam across vast swaths of Asia, Africa, and Europe. Each of these faiths shaped societies, guiding moral codes and influencing every aspect of life. From the palaces of Mesopotamia to the halls of Athens, from the pyramids of Egypt to the Great Wall of China, this was a time of monumental change, a time when humanity began to shape the world around it, laying the foundations of the world we know today. And so, as we look back at this period of ancient history, we can see the seeds of our modern world being sown. This time of great innovation, of empires and philosophies, of art and religion, this period of ancient history laid the foundations of modern society. As the classical civilizations declined, new political, economic, and cultural entities emerged. The Middle Ages, also known as the post-classical history, brought forth a cultural metamorphosis that shaped the world as we know it today. The Byzantine Empire, the eastern continuation of the Roman Empire, became a beacon of stability and a preserver of classical knowledge. Its capital, Constantinople, was a hub of trade and culture, where Greek and Roman traditions merged with Christian beliefs. Simultaneously, the Islamic Caliphate was blossoming in the Middle East, stretching from Spain to India at its zenith. This period, often known as the Golden Age of Islam, was marked by significant advancements in science, mathematics, and astronomy. Scholars from various backgrounds congregated in cities like Baghdad, translating ancient texts and making breakthroughs that influenced the course of intellectual history. In the East, the Mongol Empire, under Genghis Khan and his successors, expanded rapidly, creating one of the largest land empires in history. Although known for their ferocity in battle, the Mongols also facilitated trade and cultural exchange across Eurasia. Meanwhile, in Europe, the feudal system took root, shaping the social and political structure for many centuries. The Crusades, a series of holy wars, further changed the landscape of the continent, leading to an exchange of ideas and technologies between Europe and the Middle East. Then came the Renaissance, a period of rebirth in arts, culture, and intellectual thought. This era saw the emergence of great artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, whose works continue to inspire till today. Literature too flourished under the pens of Shakespeare and Cervantes. Finally, the Age of Discovery marked Europe's extensive exploration of the world, establishing new trade routes and colonies. This period set the stage for the global interconnectedness we experience today. All these periods witnessed the development of various forms of art, literature, architecture, music and science. From the grandeur of Byzantine mosaics to the mathematical elegance of Arabic algebra, from the architectural marvels of Gothic cathedrals to the scientific insights of Renaissance scholars, the Middle Ages and beyond were a testament to human creativity and ingenuity. The post-classical history was a period of significant change and cultural evolution. The modern period was a time of exploration, colonization, and revolution. This era, stretching from the 15th to the 18th century, saw the world transform in ways that continue to shape our lives today. At the heart of this transformation was the expansion of European exploration. Adventurous souls journeyed across vast oceans, unveiling new lands and cultures previously unknown to them. This period of discovery, however, was not without its darker side, as colonization often brought with it the exploitation and subjugation of indigenous peoples. Parallel to these explorations, the political landscape of Europe was also changing. The rise of nation-states signaled a shift from feudal systems to centralized governments. This new political structure allowed for more organized and efficient rule, paving the way for the emergence of modern political systems. This period also witnessed the birth of capitalism. The idea of free trade and open markets began to take hold, leading to an economic revolution that would forever change the way goods and services were exchanged. It was a time of opportunity, innovation, and, for some, great wealth. In the religious sphere, the Reformation challenged the authority of the Church, leading to the birth of Protestantism and forever altering the religious landscape of Europe. The Enlightenment, a philosophical movement, championed reason and individualism over tradition. It encouraged skepticism towards authority and the status quo, fostering a climate ripe for revolution. Then came the scientific revolution, a period of great strides in scientific thought. Pioneering figures like Galileo and Newton challenged established ideas, leading to groundbreaking discoveries that fundamentally changed our understanding of the natural world. Finally, the Industrial Revolution marked a major turning point in history. With the advent of mechanized production, traditional methods of work were replaced by factories and machines. This shift brought about unprecedented economic growth, but also social upheaval and new challenges. Thus, the early modern history shaped the world as we know it today. From the political structures we live under, to the economies we participate in, to the scientific understandings we hold, the echoes of this revolutionary age still resonate in our modern world. The contemporary period brought rapid changes and challenges. This era, spanning from the 18th to the 20th century, was marked by a whirlwind of transformation and conflict. The Industrial Revolution upended traditional ways of life as factories and machines became the new norm. Meanwhile, the French and American revolutions were reshaping political landscapes, championing the ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity. The world stage was then dominated by the Napoleonic Wars, the World Wars, and the Cold War, events that redefined borders and ideologies. Decolonization saw previously colonized nations reclaim their independence, reshaping the global map once again. Globalization tied nations closer than ever, while social movements fought for rights and equality. Technological innovations from the telephone to the internet transformed how we communicate, work, and live. The late modern history, this age of challenges, has left a profound impact on our present. It's a testament to humanity's resilience and adaptability in the face of constant change. In the 21st century, the world has become increasingly interconnected and interdependent. A testament to the relentless human spirit, we've witnessed an unprecedented acceleration in science and technology. Groundbreaking innovations have transformed the way we live, communicate, work, and even think. Meanwhile, the world's population has surged, leading to an explosion in consumption. Resources, once abundant, are now being stretched thin, prompting us to rethink our approach towards sustainability. Culturally, we've become a vibrant tapestry of diversity. Our societies are more complex than ever, fueled by the convergence of different cultures, ideas, and beliefs. This diversity, while at times challenging, is ultimately our strength, fostering creativity, empathy, and resilience. As we stand at the precipice of the unknown, we are tasked with the responsibility of shaping our own future. As we continue to evolve and adapt, the future of humankind remains an intriguing mystery.